Hi there, Mark here again. Got my son Alf on the camera.
Hello.
Today we're going to talk about the latest addition to my fleet of Tamiyas, which is the Honda Civic Type R on the FF-03 chassis. I've just seen this thing become available on a lot of the model shops to look at. It's a 10-year-old kit, so I don't know why it's available all of a sudden, and I don't know anything about it. So I clicked on it thinking, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I couldn't really find out much information, to be honest with you. They got pretty much what's on the box. Yeah, it's got front wheel drive. It's got this inboard suspension here. It says it's got oil-filled
Yeah.
So it's got oil-filled shocks, which is always a bonus, and comes with ball bearings. And I thought, well, that sounds pretty good, and it's pretty cheap. I paid, I think, about £112 for this. I've got it from Time Tunnel Models. Excellent service. It was arrived in no time at all. But like I say, I don't really know much about it, but I think it's going to be pretty special. It says on the box it's a high performance racing car. They normally reserve that kind of headline for their higher level kits. It says also that it offers a refreshing driving experience.
We'll find out what that means, won't we?
Well, I think, Alf, it's because it's front wheel drive and it's going to be completely different to the four wheel drive stuff that I normally drive with this kind of wheelbase. And like I say, with this inboard suspension system, yeah, it's going to feel totally different. The motor's hanging right over the front. We've got the battery right down the middle. I think it looks really interesting. And also, I think there might be a bit of Tamiya goodness in this box that isn't really mentioned anywhere else. I looked on YouTube and other adverts, couldn't find much more details about it, so we'll get the box open, we'll go through all the parts and we'll see exactly what we do get in this kit.
Yeah, most of this will be new to us as well.
Yeah, let's get the top off. So, right then, have you moved, Alf?
Yeah.
Got a great big parts bag here, that's quite heavy, that's reassuring. There's a bit of metal in there. We've got the really nice body shell. I do like the Civic Type R, this particular version. It's quite modern when it first came out, wasn't it? A bit groundbreaking, so that's a cool shell.
Iconic car, isn't it?
It is, really. We've got a set of slicks. Look, there's something it doesn't mention off straight away. We've got some foams in there included. That's pretty cool. We've got the body set with wings and air scoops and mirrors. Bunch of plastic parts, looks like some shop parts, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Some white wheels. Now that's not mentioned anywhere, is it, mate?
No.
Wow, light buckets.
Got some LEDs lying around.
I've got a few left over, haven't I, from the last build, so
yeah.
Now that's something that, yeah, that's really, I was quite surprised about that. Excellent. Some more chassis parts. We'll get all these open in a minute, guys. So there's the actual tub itself. That's really narrow, quite unusual. There's a sticker pack, and yeah, these are pre-cut by the look of that.
So is that a good or a bad thing, do you reckon?
Well, on some I'm not sure, but this one looks pretty cool. These look like they're cut pretty close, so that could be a real time saver. There's plenty of stickers. We've got window masks as well, which is a bonus. I hate those like coloured in window stickers, so that's pretty cool. Okay, we've got something that's all in Japanese. That's no good to me, but gives you a nice overview of the chassis there.
So it looks pretty cool,
You know,
whatever that means.
well, there's plenty of hop-ups available then. Look at all this bling. So yeah, if you want to hop it up. Ah, that's another thing, balls. There's a ball race diff in this. So we've got a limited slip diff included. That's pretty cool. Didn't mention anything about that. There's my Time Tunnel model sheet. We've got the body instructions and the instruction manual, and my favourite part, guys, the wibbly wobbly. Right, let's get all this stuff out of the bags and let's see exactly what we do get.
I wondered why Pete Wiley made that joke, the wibbly wobbly joke.
Yeah.
I didn't clock that.
Okay, so that's everything out of the box. There's quite a lot of stuff there, isn't there, Alf?
Yeah.
Just to show you quickly is the other front wheel drive car that I've got, which is the M03. You can see the difference in philosophy here. We've got front wheel drive there, but then you've got the motor behind the front wheels, and then you've got the battery going across the chassis. And obviously this one, the FF-03, the motor's hanging over the front, the battery's straight down the middle, so totally different weight distribution. And the interesting thing, like I said, about the price I paid for this, I don't know if it's that cheap everywhere, but basically this entry level M03 with oil-filled shocks and the bearings is about the same price as this. So, and you'll see that we get quite a lot more. Wow, I'm quite surprised taking it out of the box, haven't we, Alf? Where should we start? Should we start over this side? So we've gone over the shell. We've got the light buckets. You get the light stoppers to hold the LEDs into those, so that's cool. We've got plastic parts here. This looks like maybe diff case. I think this is a gear cover for the pinion and spur gear. These look like uprights for the steering, maybe, or yeah, they're for the steering. We've got the tyres with the foams in, like I said. You got the
super soft, them
tyres.
tyres.
I should say so. They are probably the softest I've ever felt.
We'll see how long they last.
Well, they should be quite grippy anyway. Servo saver. The motor, interestingly, is a Johnson. Most Tamiyas come with the Marbucci, but my XV-01 came with the Johnson. I don't know whether that says anything, but there you go. Johnson motor. We've got a bumper. We've got some, I think these are adjusters for the towing on the rear. I'm not 100% sure, don't hold me on that. We've got quite a lot of plastic trees here. These look like, I think that holds the motor. Must be some shock towers, maybe. We've got lower suspension arms. These look like XV-01 or the TT02 Type S. They're kind of carbon reinforced, which is cool. And I'm pretty sure we have got stainless steel pins to hold these in rather than those horrible step screws. So that's another bonus. You follow me over here, Alf? These are the shock parts. So we've got the shock bodies, tops, bottoms, we've got the spacers, the valves, everything to make the oil-filled shocks. There's your oil that comes with it. Another plastic tree. We've got lots of spacers. We've got the hex drives, 12mm hex, which are very slim on this. I think this is broken off here. I think that is the bell crank for the front shocks. Again, could be wrong, but it looks like it might be. So we've got lots and lots of the sockets for the ball joints, and we've got steel drive shafts, I think those are. Got the steel pins in there. I think those, can you see those, Alf?
Yeah.
The flat on, that'll be for holding the suspension components, I think. Ball bearings. We've got little turnbuckles and ball joints in here, so it's fully turnbuckled. That'll be the top suspension arms will be turnbuckled, and for all the steering, and everything is ball jointed on this. There are no step screws, so we've got ball joints everywhere.
High quality stuff.
Oh, it's great stuff. This is, Mel, I'm really excited about this. We've got steel drive shafts, lots of other metal components in there. Right, we've got, I don't know what these are, Alf, there's no point guessing even. There's, yeah, I don't know what that is. Maybe that's for the bumper, or I don't know. We'll find out when we build it.
Oh, it's a completely new design, isn't it?
It is. We've got all the body posts, and this is the rather narrow chassis, and obviously the battery goes in there. It looks quite square, so for all you LiPo guys out there, should be able to fit a square case LiPo in that.
Very central weight distribution, isn't it, by the looks of it?
It looks like it, mate. I think I need to move over here, don't I?
Yeah.
So we're nearly there now. So this is parts bag C. I haven't opened this one again. Lots of ball joints, lots of metal components in there, more ball bearings. We've got the metal motor plate, which does look very XV-01. We've got the spur gear, I think that one is, yeah. And I think you can get different spur gears for it. We've got bushings, but those are for the bell cranks on the suspension, I think. And we've got all the bigger bearings in here. These will be for the diff. I think this is for the ball diff itself, with the ball bearings you can see thereof. And again, there's lots of different ball joints. There's a gear there, I don't know what that's for. That may be for the diff. There's so many metal parts, I can't believe it. Again, I think these are the stainless steel suspension shafts. Could be wrong. And there's other longer pins there. Again, more ball joints, more aluminium parts. We've got metal parts, brackets, those look like pivots. And we've got a big bag of grease, so we've got AW grease, we've got ball diff grease, we've got molybdenum grease, and we've got ceramic grease.
Never going to wear down.
I've never seen so many different greases in one Tamiya. And yeah, basically, that's your lot. Wow, this looks a pretty cool kit, guys. I'm really looking forward to sticking this one together and seeing how it goes. If you've got any questions, I'll try and answer them, put them in the comments. But for now, thanks for watching, and hope that you'll join me on the build series. Thanks, bye.
See ya.